Gail Dunham, and I'm making comments on behalf of myself and AMRRC, American Airlines Retiree Group. We were incorporated 501c4 in 2012. We're the largest, most diverse, most active organization representing retirees. And we invested our life's work in American Airlines. As you know, we feel we were severely downgraded with our past benefits, and I don't think you realize that when you took away downgraded our past benefits, that you devalued what we worked a lifetime to accomplish.
Hey, Gail, do you mind standing where I can see it? I'm looking at the back of your head.
Oh, you want me to stand over here?
No. Talk to me.
I want to talk to the board of directors.
They hadn't.
We would love to talk with you.
It's a management decision. We did it. Go ahead.
Okay. AMRRC would love to meet with you and Carrie and some of the folks in Dallas anytime, any place. Okay. And we know a lot about the company, so I think we have a lot to offer. We would also, as a retiree, have a few from the retiree group meet with the board of directors sometime when you're in Dallas for an hour, anytime, any place. We have a lot to offer. In the packet, I hope that you'll read the immediate release so you know a little bit more about our position on some of these issues. Always seem to hear is shareholder value, shareholder value, shareholder value. When our past privileges were downgraded, and it's severe, it's very severe, and we are not the problem. We're maybe 1 out of 30. And for 75 years, everyone flowed through from being, and we were told all that time that we were working so we would have those benefits when we retired. As far as the past, there was some debate about whether they're benefits or privileges. And under the American Airlines document, it says AA employee benefits and services, and travel privileges is very high on the list. It's only second to compensation. But if you look at a dictionary, the benefits are to do good, aid or promote well-being, a good deed, and can provide a financial benefit. Benefits are a result of something, and in our case, it was our commitment to American Airlines. Privileges in the dictionary is a right or an immunity granted as a particular benefit, advantage, or favor, special enjoyment. Privileges are also a result of an action, and in our case, it was our hard work. So retirees did nothing wrong to have this swept out from under us, and it's been harmful. It's been harmful in many, many ways, and we are not the problem. We're such a small percentage of the passengers. All we hear about is shareholder value, and I think the shareholder value might be better for yourselves, and we'd like you to share that, to share some of those benefits. The passengers now have the coach seats. It's like a sardine class. The seats are much too small. They are unsafe. It's not safe in the event of an emergency evacuation. The lap children that fly free could face great harm being cramped into that tiny space. And we would like you to consider a bonus for the employees. And they're also understaffed. And if you're going to be consistent about shareholder value, restore the earned past benefits, because there was no loss in shareholder value. There was no cost to the company. And we feel that that would be fair for everything we were promised. But the shareholder value, I think it's, you're all doing great, but you need to think about sharing some of that with the people. Why are we here? I believe that American Airlines, the fundamental reason to be in business is to provide transportation services. We're an aviation company, and you rely on people to be passengers, and you rely on the employees and the retirees who gave so much in the past. I think safety, security, and passenger service are critical to staying in business and to being successful and taking care of people. Because without those passengers, without the people doing the job, we're not going to be in business. But the shareholder value, it's terrific. I think, Mr. Parker, you own 1.9 million shares, so your shareholder value is maybe 100 million. You've already sold and banked or spent quite a bit more. It was reported Mr. Stephen Johnson, this is just one example, sold 87 shares of American at $49, say $50 a share for $4.3 million. Then following that sale, Mr. Johnson repurchased the stock at a very low stock option price. So now he has 534,000 shares valued at $26.3 million. I mean, and all of you, in this room today with a very, very few people, you have 5 or 10 million shares in American Airlines. And that's terrific shareholder value. But when you talk about shareholder value, and you talk about it all the time, you're really talking about yourselves. And you need to put that aside, and you need to think about investing in the people that are making the work possible. I'm wondering how much American Airlines is spending on lawyers for arbitration, mediation, grievances, lawsuits to take away past benefits that actually provided fees to American Airlines because it was no loss of value. When you changed the past policy, it wasn't just cutting back. You said, well, the retirees, you had to cut back on retirees so commuters could get to work, but that was not true because it was this huge expansion in D2 passes that have really created this abundance of free tickets. I don't know what you don't understand. I have a document. It's part of a document. It's in your packet. I'm sure the attorneys can show you more. I don't know what you don't understand about a retirement agreement that states retiree non-revenue travel privileges are available to non-officer retirees, legal spouse, and dependent children at D2 level. Retirees are also eligible for 4 one-way D1 passes per year. Additionally, 24 one-way D3 passes are available to your traveler of choice. This is in retirement contracts, and you should honor that for all the retirees that were promised that. How much money did American Airlines collect in past service charges, 2012, 13, 14, and now in 15? That's all lost revenue. We're happy to pay the service charges. American Airlines JetNet was great software. It knew how to bill and collect for those service charges. What is the loss? What is the loss in service charge revenue? How is American Airlines paying the transportation taxes, the airport PFCs, security and fuel taxes, and other taxes and fees that American Airlines retirees paid with our service charges? We used to pay those taxes. So how is American Airlines paying those taxes now? Does the DOT realize that American has created many millions of free tickets, and are you collecting on those taxes or not for the federal government? And what is the cost benefit to the policy that was enacted around Christmas of 2013? We also support a 6-month wait for passes so that people could learn how to do their job, and a 2-year wait for buddy passes. There is pass fraud going on now. It certainly isn't retirees. We're not the problem. We really treasured our passes because we had to wait for them and we work for them. But you have all these new employees. How do you check out who they are before they even start work? And if you'll read in your packet, you'll see that what's happened. Originally, Elise Everwine said, well, the D3s were diluting revenue. If we had fewer, then we would buy tickets. Retirees are purchasing tickets. They are spending more on travel, but they're buying tickets on other airlines, and the loyalty is not there. And our friends and family know how we feel about having retiree benefits taken away from us. What you've created with the, let me just close on this. The new hires have this terrific I Fly Free. I mean, the advertisement all the advertisements that Elise has drawn up. Okay, fly free. The world is yours. All ready to fly for free, and they have this expanded free D2s for all kinds of people that have nothing to do with the airline, and then these unlimited buddy passes there's a limit on them, but obviously it's a pretty generous allotment for the D3s, and you know nothing about. United Airlines had to fire 100 people for selling passes, but the starting pay is so low, and there's no reason to work to be a retiree. Yeah, the starting pay is so low that they're really trying to buck the system, and they're trying to sell the passes, so they don't have the respect that the retirees. So you have two things. You have the new hires who are telling everyone they know. I mean, there might be a megaphone in the corner. They're telling everyone they know, I fly free. Their family has these great expectations. Their friends have these great expectations. And the people that they talk with, they wonder, well, why can't I fly free on American Airlines? So this isn't working. This isn't working if you want to grow the business. And then you've got your 50,000 retirees who were terrific ambassadors for American Airlines. Now, we're very disheartened because this is what we work to produce. So now we know that we're buying tickets on other airlines, especially the system is working. I have some other things here. I'm concerned about the identity theft at American Airlines and a couple of other issues that I think you should know about that I'm happy to share with other people. And we really would like to work with you. Just an hour. We'll be well organized, go through it, and see what we can do. We know a lot about the company, and we could be very helpful.